is Khashayar and welcome to part 2 of remote command line with socket and subprocess. In last video we created a main function. I created a server socket and we determined the IP address and port, and after we just bind it and put the server socket to listening mode. Also we got two variable, connection and address, and we could somehow manage to make it work. Now in this video we need to actually try to create the command line. For that we need to have infinite loop, which we are going to use while loop, of course. So running equal true, and while running, alright, of course you can just write while true, but I like to do it this way. Running is true, while running is for, you can make it more readable. In my opinion, everybody can write it however they want. So first I'm gonna have one empty print, and now we create the command line with input. So command equal input, and we can write here command line, and what we can do with this. First we find a way to quit the server if we don't want to use. So instead of use a keyboard interrupt, we can have like we can add a variable, for example exit or exit command line q or whatever, and it's just simple if statement. So if command equal quit, then print what we can print. For example server going down in 2 seconds, and after time.sleep, of course 2 seconds. Also we can add another if statement like are you sure, if you sure press Y, type yes, this kind of stuff, but you can add it yourself when you like it. Time, and after say connection dot close server socket dot close, and actually we can have something also here. We can shut down the while loop. We can say running is false, connection is closed, and actually when we write running false, we need to have all the close, connection close and server socket close out of the while loop. So how I'm going to do that? First we are going to try this one, and after server server socket, oh sorry, we already have that. We should just system.exit, that's it. And we can't try it without having a client connected to our server, but this is for later to find out. So whatever we type as an input, it will be kind of command. For example, make a file, create directory, ls, I don't know, pwd, whatever you try. Or for example, if you are connecting to a Linux system, use some apt install update, whatever you like to do, it will be same. But what if we are going to hit the enter, like can we send a null command to client. So how we can just prevent the system to send a null command? It's just easy to set if length of the string dot encode command 0 greater than 0, then we can do whatever. Now here I think everything we type in command line, it's not type string. They are not string, they are bytes. So when you want to send the command to a client, you have to encode the string, because you are writing here, when you are typing it's a type string. When you want to change it to the command, you have to encode it to data and to bytes, and after you send it from another side, when you get the command from the server, you have to decode it to string, and after you are executing, you have to decode it and send the result back, something like that. If you want to I will show you, okay? So better than talking on the air. So we say connection dot send, again string version, encode, string is encode, sorry, string should be send connection send a string that's encode of command. So if the length of the data is greater than 0, like there is something like we sent, then connection send the string and encode it to bytes and send it. And after we can have like client response, is string of blah 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 blah, again connection dot receive 1024 is just buffer size. I think it's enough. And after, how we can decode it, just UTF .8. UTF-8, it's kind of helper for ASCII code. It can like decode, encode all the character. I don't remember, it was 1000 or something character, but you can Google it. I'm not sure, but this is what it does. So time dot sleep, but it's very old way of decode and encode the characters, but I'm sure it was part of the ASCII code, like the helping project or something. But it can decode almost everything, all the characters, and encode it to byte and string. And between byte and string, decode and encode everything. So also here I'm going to a little bit making delay, and okay, let's say we get back the results, then we can separate our command line where what we are typing from what we are getting. Just with some lines here, print lines, and after print one, we can actually just write like response, or we can write client said, or it's stupid, we can say this response in next line and make it like client response. Okay, and print and think we are done with. So this is actually our command line. All it does is checking for the first is checking if the input is not quit, and if it's not quit, it's checking if it's not null, zero data, and when it's not zero data, is going to encode the command like a string what we are typing to the byte and send it to client, and from another side I'll show you how to decode and encode it back forth to server and between client. So this actually this tutorial it's short. I'm going to continue in next video. Thank you for watching and see you in next video.